In this video, we're going to discuss what a solution-based mindset is and how you can benefit and start achieving all your biggest milestones by adapting to having this mindset. The most successful people in the world have one thing in common. They all focus on solutions rather than getting sucked in by problems and focusing on problems. And why does this set them apart from other people? Do you know how many times the average person attempts to achieve their goal before giving up on it? The average person gives up after only one attempt at achieving their goal. And that is why the minority of people are deemed to be successful. And the minority of people actually become successful because it's in our nature to give up as soon as we fail at something. And why is it that we give up on our goals after only failing once? Because we let our fear override what it takes to actually be successful at achieving that goal. We allow the fear of failure, the fear of embarrassment, the fear of other people judging us to drive us to give up on our goals. Now, as I mentioned before, what sets successful people apart from the majority of people is that instead of fixating on everything that's going wrong, instead of fixating on the obstacles in front of them, they focus on finding a solution. The problem we face is that we identify obstacles as problems. Obstacles are merely situations, and if we start seeing them as a situation, we're suggesting that there's a way around the situation. It only becomes a problem if you allow it to become a problem. And by labeling something as a problem, you're suggesting that there's no solution to overcoming it. Henry Ford revolutionized the automobile industry, and his mission was to make it possible for any average person to afford to buy a car. And Henry Ford is the perfect example of what it's possible to achieve through having a solution-based mindset. Henry Ford actually failed and went broke 5 times before his initiative took off and before his vision became reality and before he became successful. If he would have given up the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th time, he never would have been successful. But he kept seeing these failures as situations to which a solution exists. And he altered his methods based on his failure until he was successful. If you've been watching my videos for a while, or you know me personally, you know that I didn't finish high school. And because I didn't finish high school, I actually didn't have the points that I needed to attend university. I thought that I wasn't going to go to university, and then a bit later down the line, I found a subject that I was really passionate about, and I wanted to go to university. Now, the chances of me getting into university without the grades that I needed, it seemed nearly impossible, and it seemed like a crazy idea for me to even try. But I decided to believe that if this is meant for me, I will find a solution and I will find a way to get into that course. So instead of focusing on the fact that the chances were so slim of me being able to get into that course, I just thought, like, I will do whatever it takes and I will try everything, and then if it fails in the end, at least I know that I tried everything I could to find a solution before giving up. And I ended up getting accepted into that university despite the odds not being in my favor, because I focused on finding a solution. See, our brains have this thing called RAS, which is the reticular activating system. And what the RTA is responsible for is it actually merges the beliefs of the subconscious mind with the conscious mind. And basically what that means is that whatever is stored in your subconscious mind, the things that you aren't aware of that you believe, you will, without realizing, be searching for things in your conscious mind to confirm your unconscious beliefs. So if you believe that you're unworthy of achieving something, your conscious mind is going to start searching for things that confirm that to you. If you're focused on the fact that there's a problem standing in the way of you achieving a milestone, your conscious mind is going to confirm that that's a problem, that you can't get around it. If you start changing your mindset to a solution-based mindset, mindset and you start making a conscious effort of focusing on solutions, your unconscious mind is going to start mirroring that and they'll start working together. And all of a sudden, you're going to experience all these solutions popping up around you, solutions to your problems. It's like whenever you see that Porsche drive down the street and you tell yourself, that is my future car, that's the car that I want. And all of a sudden, you start seeing Porsches everywhere. Do you think that all of a sudden there's way more Porsches in the world, or that your conscious mind has just started to notice them? That is how the RTA works. So if you start telling yourself that there are solutions, you just have to find them, you're going to start noticing them. You're going to start noticing the opportunities around you, and your mind's going to start shifting to finding those solutions. And you're going to start reaching those big milestones. So now it's your turn to ask yourself, what big milestones do you have? What things do you want to achieve that you have already categorized as being almost impossible to reach because of a certain situation or a certain problem or obstacle standing in the way? Have you tried to find every possible solution that you can for that problem? Write down a list of all the possible solutions to get around the obstacle that you're facing. That is it for today's video. Thank you as always for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate all of you. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. And with that being said, I wish you all a great week.